We'll move on to resolutions. 2019-1201. I recognize Commissioner Barker.
To the Honorable Rick Brewer, Chairman and member of the Hawkins County Board of Commission, in regular session met the 16th day of December 2019. Resolution in reference, reappointment of Gene Christian and Otis Muncie to the Hawkins County Industrial Board for a 6-year term beginning January 1st, 2020, ending December 31st, 2025. Whereas Gene Christian and Otis Muncie are members of the Hawkins County Industrial Board, and whereas the Industrial Board meets on November 21st, 2019, and voted to recommend the following members for reappointment to the Hawkins County Industrial Board. All members received recommendation by the Industrial Board. Mr. Gene Christian from Churchill and Mr. Otis Muncie from Rogersville. Therefore, be it resolved that the aforementioned members be reappointed to the Industrial Board with the term of office for each being 6 years beginning January 1st, 2020 and ending December 31st, 2025. I so move.
Motion by Commissioner Barker,
19 yes, 1 abstain, 1 absent.
motion carries. Resolution 2019-1202. I'm sorry, 202.
To the Honorable Rick Brewer, Chairman.
I'm sorry, Valerie. I recognize you. I got that wrong. It is 1202. I'm not seeing things right tonight.
It's all right. You done?
Go ahead.
To the Honorable Rick Brewer, Chairman and members of the Hawkins County Board of Commission, in regular session met the 16th day of December 2019. Resolution in reference, approval of dates, times, and places for the 2020 monthly regular county commission meetings. Whereas the Hawkins County Commission meets monthly and each year sets the time, date, and place for the next calendar year's monthly meetings. Therefore, be it resolved that the following schedule be adopted for the calendar year 2000, that should be 2020.
Motion by Commissioner Goins, second by Commissioner Barker. Is there any discussion? If not, cast your vote.
Yes, 1 absent.
Next resolution, 2019-1203, introduced by Commissioner Bell.
To the Honorable Rick Brewer, Chairman and members of Hawkins County Board of Commission, in regular session met the 16th day of December 2019. Resolution in reference, a resolution encouraging the support of legislation which directs TennCare to reimburse ground ambulance providers at a rate not less than the current Medicare fee schedule and adding funding to the 2020-2021 state budget. Whereas more rural hospitals are being closed and community clinics are being downsized, requiring great needs for ambulance services as first line of care providers and transportation from remote areas. And whereas Medicaid TennCare reimbursement has not increased since the inception of the Tennessee Medicaid managed care system. And whereas Medicare rates do not reflect the actual cost to operate ambulance services, and TennCare rates are in most cases half of what Medicare provides, forcing limitations of services and placing a greater burden on local agencies and citizens. And whereas ambulance services throughout the state, in order to meet growing emergency needs and reduce the burden on the local governments and taxpayers, need assistance in improving funding for these life-saving services. Therefore, be it resolved by the Hawkins County Board of County Commissioners that this body does hereby ask that we show our support for legislation which directs TennCare to reimburse ground ambulance providers at a rate not less than the current Medicare fee schedule. And be it further resolved that this body does hereby ask that our state representatives and senators be contacted and encouraged to support legislation which directs TennCare to reimburse ground ambulance providers at a rate not less than the current Medicare fee schedule. And although this increased funding does not cover the full cost of services, it will begin an effort to aid our communities as demand continues to increase for EMS system resources across the state, including the cost of maintaining staff, equipment, and training for pre-hospital emergency medical services, and filling the gap of the reduction of hospitals throughout Tennessee that is rendering EMS's systems as the first line of care for many counties, and that the county clerk shall send copies of this resolution to the members of the General Assembly representing Hawkins County. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
Motion by Commissioner Burnett, second by Commissioner DeWitt. Is there any discussion? If not, cast your vote.
Yes, one absent.
Next resolution, 2019-1204, introduced by Commissioner Thacker.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, we have found that there is some problems with the property lines on this, on the depot over here in reference to this. So at this time, I'm gonna pull this resolution until we get that cleared up.
No, the resolution 2019-1204 has been pulled. Next resolution is 2019-1205, introduced by Commissioner Mix.
Resolution in reference to budget amendment, general fund. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
Motion by Commissioner Mix, second by Commissioner Fields. Is there any discussion? Mr. Barrett.
Question, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Question I've got pertains to the increased cost, I guess it is, of the rental properties to cover the current cost. Does not the county do contracts to rent properties?
Mayor, do you know which property this is? I do have contracts, and it's probably at the end of that contract. Because since I've been on commission, I don't know that we've ever done an increase in rental property.
I think this was due to a clerical error that was made last year. Same thing I'm thinking about that Eric and myself talked about here a while back. It was just something that didn't show up until now.
Would you like for me to call Eric and confirm this?
Well, I'm just a little, I guess look for a little clarification in the way it's worded, because it mentions to cover the current cost. So I don't see how we can do an increase on a current cost if it's under a contract. If it's something that's coming up for a renewal, then yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, let's recess for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and reconvene and hopefully have an answer to that.
Okay.
So we'll call the meeting back to order, and we'll ask Mr. Mix to give us an answer.
The lease expired last year and renewed the lease last year, but it was not encumbered last year as far as they didn't make the adjustment to accommodate the new contract, so they're catching up this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? If not, cast your vote.
Yes, one absent.
Next item is resolution 2019-1206, introduced by Commissioner Mix.
Resolution in reference to budget amendment, general capital projects fund. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
Motion by Commissioner Mix, second by Commissioner Barker. Is there any discussion on this resolution? If not, everyone cast your vote.
Yes, one no, one absent.
Motion carries. Next item is the notaries.
Number 2019-1207, notary public approval. Howard D. Bowman, per address, Short Mountain Trucking, Mooresburg. Joanne W. Brooks, per address, Civis Bank, Rogersville. Mark E. Ford, per address, Eastman Credit Union, Kingsport. W. Alvis Helton, per address, First Community Bank, Rogersville. Bethany McFall, per address, Regions Bank, Morristown. Sarah L. Russell, per address, Civis Bank, Rogersville. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
Motion by Commissioner Fields, second by Commissioner Barker. Is there any discussion? If not, everyone cast your vote.
What do you ask on absent?
Before we adjourn, I'd like to take this time to thank everyone who's commission tonight, everyone that's here, and wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. And hopefully we can all realize that the real meaning of Christmas is what it's all about. And thank y'all for being here. Most of the adjournment will be in order.
I so moved.
Second.